Good evening, my loves. Well, it's good morning from the Maldives for me, but I know it's evening time for you all. Thank you so much for staying up and joining me on this live. I already saw a comment come in. Hello, Mrs. Washington. That's me. Hi, my goddess sister Pamela. Thank you so much. It's so good to see your name again. It's looking like my signal is pretty okay, I think. So I think. I'm so excited to be here. You all, I have thoroughly been enjoying my love sabbatical. It has not been as easy because I love you all so much and I want to share, just the tools that you need for love attraction because it is my deepest desire to have everyone experience transformational love as they design it and define it. So I am just extremely excited to be able to take this break and just come together with my husband and set the foundation for our marriage in such a loving way. So thank you all for supporting us. We have a lot to cover today. This message is very important. I know that it is titled Valentine's Day Report Card. That is the subject today, Valentine's Day Report Card. But I want to remind you that this assessment method that I'm going to share today, it can be used at any time. It is not limited for you to only use at Valentine's Day. I just figured it was a great way. Oh, and my sister Christina Maria. Good morning, goddess. Yes, Mrs. Washington, that's me. So I figured that, this would be a great way to show you all that you certainly can make these assessments at any time on your current relationships, in your dating relationships. You should consistently be assessing, right? Because we are not into, just frivolously spending our time. Our time is valuable. It is a valuable currency. So we only want to be spending our time with those that are adding to our lives, with relationships that are progressing us forward. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Thank you so much for checking in. I will be looking at the comments. Bear with me. It is extremely sunny out here. That is why I have to have shades on. Because otherwise I could not do it. Yes, I am that dark now. I have gotten a tan. And this was the best lighting I could get you guys. But let's get into it. So my intention, I always start off these lessons with my intention. The intention today is to review and assess this recent Valentine's Day in a way that gives you a general process or method to assess the health of a current relationship or the potential of a date. So that is our intention today. Let's get right into it. I'm going to tell you the grading system that you should be using. Okay. Now, unlike school where there was, A, B, C, D, F, we don't have that many things here because in the love attraction community, and as we are focused on love attraction mastery, you're either exceeding the mark, meeting the mark, or missing the mark. And that's how I want you to think about these things. Okay. So if we are going to grade an A, that means the person's exceeding the mark. That means they're intentional and they are initiating. This is the person that is showing interest. that is making plans, that is personalizing it to you. They have productive conversation. They are initiating proactive progress forward. So you don't have to worry about where you stand with this person. They are making sure you know. In this situation, you feel euphoric. You want more. This is when you grade them an A. Now, B, I don't usually use the word potential, but in this instance, I believe it's okay. Promising potential, meaning there was planning. There was some personalization. There was a good enough foundation that you know this person, to the best of their abilities, is showing up. They are showing interest, right? You enjoyed your time with them. The conversation was good. That's promising potential, okay? Not to be mistaken with you wanting to see potential, okay? Now, an F. That means they totally missed the mark. There's no planning. There's no personalization. There's no connection. Now, you could be attracted to this person. You could want a connection. Therefore, you may try to assess them differently. But I am encouraging you to be honest. Be honest with yourself and assess honestly. If they miss the mark, say that. Okay, it does you a great disservice if you cannot honestly assess your dates and your relationships. That is how you will end up wasting more time. So we don't want to do that. Remember, C's or D's, they are settling and trying to justify what doesn't fit. There's no room for C's and D's here. C's and D's are middle ground when establishing commitment. Like the only exception I would make for a C or a D is in a marriage, because there's an already established commitment, and marriages do experience various seasons. So there, you may just be in a season where you're a little off. You're not connecting as much. Your partner's not hitting the mark. My only recommendation here is if you are in a marriage and you're grading, your date, your time together, whatever's happening as a C or a D, you shouldn't be in a prolonged season of unfruitfulness. So if they're missing the mark, you're not feeling the connection, you're not feeling progression forward, you're not feeling growth, that can happen in a marriage because there's established commitment. However, it shouldn't be for an extended amount of time. That is the only difference. Now that we know what the grading system is, you want to be looking out for an A. That means they're intentional. They're initiating. They are exceeding the mark. A B means they're at the mark. They're doing pretty good. They're showing up. There's some personalization. There's some good connection, good conversation. It is promising potential, meaning they're showing you enough that you could invest more time. F is when they've totally missed the mark. You either need to move forward if you're dating, or if this is a committed relationship or marriage, it's time to have a discussion to say we need to get out of this space and what is our action plan. Now let's get on to my 4-point assessment method. So these are the 4 areas that I want you to be considering as you are assessing. I want you to assess their planning, the amount of personalization, the productiveness of the conversation, and the proactiveness of progression regarding the relationship. These are the 4 areas that I want you to be observing so you can assess. Now, the planning, you want to know that it's not last minute. You want to know that there was effort involved. That's important to see. The personalization, did they include, personal experiences or things that you like? And I'm sorry, I see a comment coming in. Oh, hello, Monica, my goddess sister. Thank you for checking in. So, personalization. You want to make sure that they are incorporating personal things about you, your favorite color, your favorite food, things that you've mentioned that you want to try. They have paid attention to you and the clues that you have intentionally left so that they can be successful at personalizing for you. Now, productive conversation. Are they assessing you? Are they trying to get to know you to see if there is alignment? That is important. Oh, it's getting hot. Oh, y'all see my ring? Oh, he did good, y'all. He did good, y'all. But anyway, productive conversation. That is what productive conversation is. He is making the effort to see if there is alignment. He is getting to know you at a deeper level. He is collecting data, information, so that he can provide you with a better dating or relationship experience. You want to be assessing whether or not you're just talking to fill the time and it's meaningless, or it's productive conversation. And that leads me to the fourth and final kind of assessment. Proactive progression. You know, here in the love attraction community, we lean on our feminine energy. We are receivers, right? We are observing. We are a man's choice. So we are not driving the progression. We are observing his choice and choosing whether or not it aligns with us. So proactive progression is this man is proactively progressing the relationship along. He is intentional about what he desires, the future he sees with you. He is having those conversations. It's not a difficult thing. He's not afraid to have this conversation. He's not afraid to tell you what he wants from this date, from this relationship, from this marriage. He is proactively progressing the relationship forward. So that's the 4-point assessment method. You want to look at the planning, the personalization, the productiveness of the conversation, and the proactiveness of the progression of the relationship. Now, as I always do in the lessons, I have to give you, the mastery map. And that is your mindset, your momentum, your method, and your momentum. Now, remember, the mindset is a shift. Okay, your mindset might be shifting from what you previously thought or previously accepted. Your method is how you're going to train yourself, the new thing that you're learning. And your momentum is practicing it. Practice does make perfect. It ingrains the new method into your mind, it also aligns with your mindset. So your mindset is your shift, how you're thinking. Your method is how you train your mind, and your momentum is the practice of the method. So for today's lesson, your mindset is you should consistently and frequently assess the health of your relationship and adjust accordingly. This is the mindset that you have to adopt or adapt to. We no longer are just going along to get along. We're no longer just going on frivolous dates to pass time. No, all of our dates and time spent with people are intentional, and we are consistently and frequently assessing the health of these interactions. Do they align with who I am becoming and what I want in my future? Now, the method, I want you to observe, assess, and grade the 4 P's: your planning, your personalization, productive conversation, and proactive progression in the relationship. That is the method you are going to use that will align with the new mindset. Now, the momentum, how you're going to get this going. Use my 4P assessment method now. You can look back on your Valentine's Day date. If anyone wants to share, a piece of their date, what went on, anything that kind of signaled Hey, maybe I need to look at this. Share it in the chat, and I will give you some real-time assessment. Okay, share it in the chat. I'm going to be on for a few more minutes. Share it in the chat, and I'll do some real-time coaching. Okay, so use my 4P assessment method now to decide the immediate future of your relationships. So you have the 4-point method. That's planning, personalization, productive conversation, and proactive progression. That is what you should be using. And to bring it all home, let's see, a comment's coming in. Oh, my bestie's on. Hi, twin. So glad you were able to catch it. I know this is late for you, early for me, but hey. So for anyone else, if you want to type in the chat, anything about your Valentine's Day or a recent date, anything that you would like my assistance with assessing, where do they fall in our 4P assessment method and our grading system? Remember, A's and B's or an F, they either exceeded the mark, hit the mark, or they missed the mark. Okay, there's no C's and D's here. We're not into that here. So coaching gem, just to kind of bring it all home. Stop accepting bare minimum effort. We don't do that in the love attraction community. I want you to assess properly and frequently to ensure the health and progression of your relationships. Everything needs to align with who you are becoming and where you want to go, where you see yourself in the future. What type of love do you want to experience? If what you're experiencing now doesn't lead to that, I would recommend a departure from it. I would recommend that you don't spend much more time there. Remember, what is for you is going to be for you. Not saying that relationships don't take intentional action and effort. They do. But far too often, we are trying to fit square pegs into round holes. And we spend far too much time doing that. I don't want you to do that anymore. The person that is for you, that is on the other side of that transformational love, your power partner, they are going to come equipped with a lot of this already. You won't have to make them do it. It'll innately be in them. They will have the desire as well. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That is the coaching gem. Yes, I am on my love sabbatical, and I'm not even supposed to be here. Okay, I'm on my love sabbatical until March 11th, but I could not pass up the opportunity to go live and share this lesson. You know, for instance, I'm assessing my marriage right now. You know, we're a couple of days into the marriage, and I would give my husband an A plus. You know why? Even though I'm on my love sabbatical and I'm taking a break from social media and all of my tasks for my business, I have an amazing team that is managing things. They're managing things so much so that you all think it's me most of the time. I promise you, 90% of the time, it is not me. It is my team that is keeping things going, keeping the momentum going, okay? But my husband, he is so in tune with his wife. He saw the anguish I was going through because I wasn't doing my lives, because I wanted to be teaching. I wanted to be guiding. I wanted to be preparing the women that are going on the journey with me, who are signing up for the Love Attraction Mastery course in April. I just have this amazing desire to make sure that I'm equipping you all with the tools. I want you to experience this transformational love. And he's so amazing. It was actually his idea. He's like, babe, you know, it's early in the morning. We're up anyway. I will just order, you know, breakfast to the room so you don't have to get up. Just put on your bathing suit. We're going to have a floating breakfast after this, you all. My husband came up with the idea. Hey, have your live, get get your connection, get your fix with your community. And then afterwards, you and I will celebrate with a floating breakfast in our jacuzzi private pool. I'll show you guys in a minute. So he gets an A. I'm assessing him. Okay. He was intentional. He planned. He personalized it for me. We're going to have great conversation, and we are laying the foundation for our marriage. So we are definitely progressing forward. He gets an A, right? So speaking of the Love Attraction Mastery course, it is beginning on April 3rd. April 3rd, but we are closing registration 2 weeks before that, just so I can get materials out to the ladies. I can have prep calls, and we can really get started, hit the ground running on April 3rd. It is by invitation only, meaning you have to apply. I am extremely protective of the container that I'm going to have these women in. They are going to get all of me. All of me. They have access to me. They'll be able to call me directly. They'll be able to get personalized coaching and support from me, and an exclusive community that they'll share together to support each other throughout the process. But it's 4 weeks. That means it's intensive. You are going to get results. I'm guaranteeing results as long as you show up for the lessons prepared, and you put forth the intentional action after I give the guidance. I'm guaranteeing results. So if you know that it's time for you to attract transformational love this year, you're tired of waiting, you're tired of seeing other people having it all, having the career, having the family, and experiencing the transformational love, and it is your time. Take intentional action. It's time to stop sitting by, watching me go live every week and trying to piece together the information. You need to get it in a way that I can actually assist you in activating the lessons. You need that next step so that you can actually put the lessons into practice. All right. So that's my appeal to you. If it's for you, great. If not, I'm still going to be showing up every week, giving you these lessons and assisting you on your journey, because I love you all. So text the word love to 214-434-7897 if you are interested in applying to be one of the amazing 10 ladies in my Love Attraction Mastery course. So please make sure that you have liked this broadcast, share it with others. We are still trying to grow the Love Attraction community. So if you are not in my exclusive Facebook group, you might want to get in there. My husband made mention of doing a live with me. I never thought I would hear that. So he is considering doing a live to kind of introduce my husband and answer any questions you guys have about our courtship, our wedding that we just had. I hope you guys are enjoying that content. And also just how we put love attraction into practice in our everyday relationship. So it was great spending this time with you all. Thank you to everyone who checked in. My twin, my best friend, Monica, Christina Maria, Pamela, my goddess sisters. Thank you all so much for leaving comments. And for those who will be checking the replay, feel free to leave your comments, and someone from my team will get back to you in a timely fashion. So I love you all. Have a great day. Remember that God is love. We are of God. So attracting love should be easy, especially when you have me as your guide. And ladies, here in the Love Attraction community, we do not believe the lie. You can have it all. Career, family, and love. Thank you so much, Christina Maria. I love your content. I love being here and sharing it with you guys. You know what? Let me quickly show you our private pool and the area where we're going to have breakfast. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. So I know it's a bit sunny. I can't really see that much. So there is our kind of jacuzzi. There's our pool. Here is our sitting area. That is our view. We also have like a private, like kind of day bed. It's awesome. My honey did the thing. Okay. I told him I wanted resting, relaxation, and romance, and he did the thing. So my room service is here. They're bringing in my floating breakfast. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram, Destination Deanna. You're subscribed to Destination Deanna on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Love you all.